Now, working with him, you guys actually put together a record, which is a very strong record. I'll have some of that, which is, it feels like the Babies from old. I mean, you could certainly play it next to the old catalog, and nobody's going to be like, oh, that sounds completely different. But at the same time, at least in my ears, it's got a little bit more grit than I remember from, at least from the first two records. The third and fourth records had a little bit more of a rock edge. This sounds like it has a lot more of a rock edge. Is that because that's who you guys always were? Or is that a little bit of what John brought in that was not there previously, or a little bit of both, or what?
Well, Tony and I have always had that rock edge to us, but we never wanted to lose the sound that we had back in the old days. That was the whole point of this. If we were going to bring back the band and obviously have to play, the old catalog live, then we wanted to. We never wanted to change the sound of the band. Obviously we wanted to keep up with the times, but had we come back with a completely different sound and completely different approach to it, I don't think Tony or I would have been, really, really happy with that kind of situation.
Sure.
And John, and of course John and Jerry Sykes, they brought in their passion for the music because they're both fans, and so as a team, as a band, when we made I'll Have Some of That, maybe some of that sort of rawness came out, as we were sort of creating the songs, but they both knew that Tony and I never wanted to lose the sound of the Babies completely, and wanted to incorporate the female singers and strings, and but still have that rock edge to it. And so now when we play live, we can do any song from our catalog, because we have a 7-piece now with keyboards and the two ladies on vocals, and we got an extra guitar as well now in Jerry Sykes, which we didn't have in the old days. If both Michael Colby and Jonathan Kane, they could both play guitar, but they were mainly keyboard players. So, I was kind of, if Michael or Jonathan was on the keyboard, then I was really the only guitar in the band, and I had to really stick to just rhythm playing more than, sort of branching out a bit. But now we have the benefit of Joey on second guitar and keyboards, which makes the sound even fuller and allows me to sort of step out and, improvise a little bit and not have to worry about, just keeping it strictly rhythm guitar. So that's a bonus in itself,
Certainly. Now, Wally, when you guys first started playing gigs in 2013, I believe it was, what was the audience like? Were they immediately receptive, or did they come in a little skeptical and you had to win them over each night, which made you have to play a little harder or better, or were they just automatically, all right, Babies are back?
Well, the very first gig that we did, when we sort of relaunched the band, was out in Calabasas in California, at the Canyon Club, and we actually did it as a benefit concert, so we wanted to sort of reintroduce the band, under that sort of, it's like we're back, but we're going to make this a benefit concert, and the turnout was just great. The place was packed, and I think even we were taken back by the fact that everybody was just singing along. They knew every word to every song.
Great.
And that kind of, obviously after being away that long, we were a little tentative, to say the least, but halfway through the first song, I think the whole band realized that, hey, they hadn't forgotten us. They still remember the songs, and that made us feel so good. And pretty much every gig has been that way, even if people don't remember the Babies, they remember the songs,
Sure.
And so all in all, we've had a great reception wherever we've gone, and that makes us feel, more at ease, and we can enjoy ourselves more, when you're not sort of tense and wondering, well, how is this going to go down tonight, and,
Right.
and as soon as we start playing, it's just, it feels like one big party, I mean,
Right.
it's, if they see us enjoying ourselves, then they enjoy themselves, and vice versa,
Exactly. Certainly, man. Well, for people that are interested, they can go to thebabiesofficial.com and find out more about what's going on with the Babies. And there's Facebook and Twitter as well, which I believe are also The Babies Official. And Wally, as a tradition on the show, we always let the artist pick a closing track from their catalog to wrap this up. So what should we wrap the interview up with? And maybe tell us a quick story about it.
Well, can we play a track from the new album?
Certainly.
Can we play the title track? I'll have some of that.
All right. Why that one?
Well, that one, Tony and I had the musical track for that many, many years ago. Tony used to have a studio down off of Wiltshire Boulevard there, and him and I would get together and just mess around and put tracks down, and so we had the musical side of I'll have some of that, and of course it wasn't called that at the time, and I was, when Tony wanted to sort of put this all back together again, I said, well, I'm going to go through all my cassettes, and I see what I've still got from the old days when him and I just used to mess around there, and I found that musical track for that song and sent it to him, along with some others that him and I had stored up, and which were actually used on the new album, and then John heard it, and heard the track,
Mm-hmm.
and while we were making the album, for some reason that phrase, I'll have some of that, was like used on a daily basis.
Okay.
And, I said to John, why don't you sit down with the track and see what you can come up with as far as lyrics, and maybe we can cut this song as well and put it on the album. And of course, it turned out to be the title of not only of the album, but
Song.
and so it kind of took on a life of its own, out of nowhere, really. Because when we started the album, we weren't really considering that track. But as the album went on, it kind of just grew out of the sessions, and finally made it to the album, and we ended up calling it I'll Have Some of That.
All right, well, let's check it out right now. This is the Babies with I'll Have Some of That right here on Inside the CMS Studio.
I've traveled the world looking for answers. Too many questions, too little time. Can't track the clues, can't go faster to find the catchphrase of life's grand design. It's been said in dark places or in the light with many insights. Sometimes means love or other vices, a doorway to someone's delight. Stand up, say it loud, take your swings. Oh, well, genuine love, but now it's your turn at bat. All that you have to do is repeat after me. Just say I'll have some of that. Don't lose control of the situation. All systems go, make your scene. Don't go too slow, pick up steam. Once you do, you're living the dream. Stand up, say it loud, take your swings. Oh, well, genuine love, but now it's your turn at bat. All that you have to do is repeat after me. Oh, just say I'll have some of that. Substantiate, participate, don't procrastinate or hate. Modulate, reverberate, illuminate, translate, incorporate, concentrate, demonstrate. I want some. I want some of that. I want some. I'll have some of that. I want some. Come on, baby, I'll have some of that. Oh, yeah, I want some. Oh, baby, I'll have some of that. Yeah, I gotta get some. Come on, give me some of that. I'll have some of that. Stand up, say it loud, take your swings. Oh, well, genuine love, but now it's your turn at bat. All that you have to do is repeat after me. Just raise your glass and say, I'll have some of that. Stand up, say it loud, take your swings. Oh, well, genuine love, but now it's your turn on top. I'll have some of that, yeah. Come on, baby, give me, I'll get some. I want some.